Hey guys, it's Mo in the deep end, and I feel like I need like all the emotional support vodkas after re-listening to the NFL case. I have never been more against well, women's suffrage after this, after that woman testified, and I get to deal with a new crazy person because of course I do. It is Sarah Boone time. It is Sarah Boone investigation time or not investigation, interrogation, and thank the tiny baby Jesus that we have officer female don't give two shits coming in because I need someone put in their place. I really, really do. After watching Dominique, I'm super intelligent. I get to deal with Sarah Boone, who is also super intelligent. It is the gift that keeps on giving, the internet really is. So let's get this started. I know that Vices is probably rolling up his 14-hour marathon Holy Godness stream, but we are here and we are going to watch allegedly not in purpose and assuming. Um, if I only have one wish that I can be granted my entire life, it would be oh yeah, very broken. They were always separated. But if I have one wish I wish in my life, I want Sarah Boone and Dominique to end up in a cell together. Again, the oxygen would be used up in about 5 minutes, and, well, we'd have, stuff to plant stuff with. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying allegedly, asking for a friend. Also, remember, class, if if the police read you your Miranda rights,
Appreciate
you're
you
in
coming
trouble.
in. Yes, ma'am. I want to ask you about these whenever we have a moment. Sure.
Don't take notes in.
So obviously, he received his autopsy. So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk
This
about
is a
that.
trick.
And since I'm talking
If you
about the incident,
if you
we
get
just have to do
told,
it. Just
you're
like we did
reading
yesterday.
trying
Just like
to
we did
work
yesterday.
this so I
Remember I
can
read you the
cover.
rights? Your rights?
There we
Yeah.
go. Now I
The
don't need
exact same
this.
thing, but since I'm
We're just
asking you follow-up
hiding
questions, I need to read them to you,
long
okay?
C word
All right,
until I
so
learn how to
you have
do
the right to remain
Photoshop.
silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer
She
before and
has the
during questioning
right, not
without
the
charge.
ability.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one can be provided for you before questioning without charge. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? No. And do you understand what I just read you? Yes. Perfect. Okay. So
Well,
this
that's
morning we
rule
went
number
to his
2 of
autopsy,
Fight Club. Oh, let me see if I can work this out.
and
I used to be
we
smarter
were
than
informed of some
something.
injuries that he has by the doctor.
I just
So
want to
I want
get
so
rid
he's
of
got
law and C word. I don't understand.
scratch marks to his back.
Maybe and save.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is?
Well,
So
she's
like
super
basically you're
smart. I'm
getting
sure she
hit
knows
and
what a
then
contusion is.
you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising. Like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a
Yeah,
contusion. So
he
he
gave me
had some injuries
the
to his left
same
shoulder.
thing.
He
Mr. Mo is coming
had
home. I'm letting him deal with
he had a
that.
cut near his like lip.
I'm
You
the
could
beauty. He's the brains.
his mouth was a little. I haven't laid a hand on him. Okay.
I also have not laid a hand on
fell off
George.
my son's bike. Okay. So I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall.
I'm surprised she didn't say like he. Oh well, he does run
What
into
about the
walls. Okay,
scratches?
we've got it.
Because there's also sex. Yes. Okay. Because there's
No
also
one needed
like
to know that.
like a scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across. I have no idea what that's. And they're all recent. Like it's
Now, oh, for God's sake, what did I do now? We don't
the
know.
occasional whine.
Let's just assume that I've had emotional damage from watching that NFL football player's girlfriend slash banshee for the last couple hours to try to remember what the hell's going on in that case. Um, The funny thing is what Sarah doesn't know is her ex has testified that she goes after people with her claws. So this whole we were doing, fun married naked time thing isn't gonna fly.
That's fine.
And they're all recent, like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten
Well,
into
please,
it.
in all
That's
honesty, I do
why,
need to know.
The only thing I thought you guys were gonna ask me about, which I was gonna be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mm-hmm.
What
Everything
is
else,
that
I have no idea
hairdo?
what it is. No idea what it is. Nonetheless, I've had my son over the house too, so.
Well,
Your
yeah,
son was
that's
there when? When was
my
he last
son
there?
always leaves.
Oh, gosh.
Am I understanding he was there like last Tuesday?
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes,
Sarah is not drunk, but we don't know what day it is, what time it is, or what year it is. But she's totally sober, y'all.
he was there last week, so.
Well, we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because like I said, the injuries are.
Good morning, Kim. I was
They
trying to
occurred within
get
that
caught
time
up on the
period.
So you're
NFL
talking about
trial,
the
but then I
yesterday?
realized that listening
Sunday
to
leading into
his
Monday.
lady
He called
friend
us
talk
yesterday
was
at
going to give me an
1, but the
aneurysm
incident,
and
you
or
guys were pacing and
alcoholism.
stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then
That's
into
why
Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused, because we had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles,
Who,
and play.
like,
And
I
listen
am
to music.
all for the
That's why
crafting. I am all for the
nobody
crafting.
got out of school.
Don't get me wrong. Gosh darn it. I am going to stop pressing the wrong ding button.
Wine?
But I need to listen. I have all the crafting things. I mean, you all see the cross stitch and the light bright, and there are boxes in storage rooms of fabric. But never in my life have I inflicted my crafting upon Mr. Mo. In fact, it's a cardinal rule of our relationship that I don't make him craft with me. Oh my God. We are not like, oh God,
Whatever,
what was that
or it's
Magnolia
weekend.
lady? Those
That's when
couple
you,
that works
you
together.
have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him.
Ma'am, you don't have what we like to call a gerb from South Park. So, and you never have your son. Your, busy day is consisting of possibly having a wardrobe malfunction while being drunk. Now, I understand that you've been grossly misrepresented, so I'm going to let you talk because apparently your letters have been grossly misrepresented too.
into school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He
It would
can't
be
process like that. He
after.
didn't process.
So you have 50 things going, and then you have 50 things after that you need to take care of. I Yeah, this one again, and still no bra. Do we have no decency, woman? No decency whatsoever. America's freedom dong has a lot of explaining to do. Just saying.
Process like that. So he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears.
No,
So the
Sarah,
next
he
thing you know,
definitely had
he doesn't want to deal with it.
oh, no, sorry.
I'm gonna go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside.
Is that
or
better,
do something
Broken?
else because I don't want to drink. And every time, his job broke his heart, and it made me sad because
I'm
he had
so
much
glad.
pride in his
I
job.
am trying to learn all the
And
things.
store that he took care of so much totally went down.
And lovely Mr. Mo got me this incredible new light up setup, and I was barely legitimately able to work the laptop, so it is a learning curve.
And that broke his heart because he had put so much work and effort into fixing it up, and his manager was
No, these
awful.
officers were just so done.
And basically
So
gave up on
done.
all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers.
Mhm.
She was all
Ooh.
over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money.
Perhaps because
How
he
can I
has
send you money
children
when
and
I
he
don't
has
have a job?
obligations.
And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some
Ma'am, your money came from you hustling your ex. I'm gonna need you to stop acting high horsey.
groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why, again, I got the puzzles and the bank.
This was
Try
not
to
the
get him
day
off of it so we don't have a
not
drink, or he
to
doesn't
give
have a
up
drink.
carbs.
So when you all see my phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television.
Oh, ma'am,
because
don't bring
he's
up
belligerently
videos.
drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Eventually,
This detective, female detective full stop, doesn't want to be there. Oh my God. Can I get lessons from the female detective because her resting bee face is chef's kiss.
he just passes out.
Well, yesterday it made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording like that you were not drunk. He was not drunk. You
I
guys
know.
were having a good time.
We have
I
never
don't
given
get-
her the credit.
I can't get drunk. Number one, I do not want to
No.
get
Ma'am, I need to understand what of the last 3 statements are the truth. You don't get drunk, you can't get drunk, or you don't want to get drunk. I need one of these 3 things to be true because they are all contradictory. This is like when I ask my kids, like, "Who did this?" Well, no one. My youngest tells me it's ninjas. He better not be, going the Jodi Arias route.
drunk. I don't like being non-compos mentis, having my wits about myself. I don't like feeling out of control.
Oh my gosh, listening to her after listening to the, NFL girlfriend, Dominique, where she's like, "I play chess, not checkers. I'm very intelligent." And Sarah Boone is bringing out compos mentis. Awesome. Just awesome. These women are full-on Mensa members.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just saying you're making it sound like he's
Hey,
a raging
Flux.
alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive, like,
guys.
no, we're not alcoholics.
I'm not.
We are not,
Well, we
But
are not.
You guys
He
were both
is.
sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out, I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and
no.
it got physical?
No.
Or is it?
Okay, all you had to say again was this is a weird, crazy sex thing. We just do it. We couldn't go full David Carradine. I couldn't find, I couldn't find a belt. But we thought he was having fun and it just ended really weird. No one is going to ask questions. You say hide and seek and everyone's going to say that's not how you play that. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. So let's,
Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some
and
time.
her pitch
He's dancing with
would
my dog. You can see that too
send me to
on
drink.
the pictures.
Hi,
him
guys
loving
from
the dog.
Vices.
He loves the dog and dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy, kind of thing. He doesn't know. I can get like maybe 2-3 glasses of wine, and I'll be fine.
This officer in the shiny red shirt has yet to take a note. One single note. He has his pen out and he is just like, no, we're not even trying today. We got the photo, we got the videos, we're good, right? Okay.
But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what
No,
to
that's
expect.
just
Well, let's talk
hiding
about Sunday. What was Sunday? How were you? Like, how many glasses of wine did you have? How many glasses of wine did he have?
Yeah,
The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes.
No, that was from
she was
previous.
using it to cook,
You
ma'am.
said
She was
there
making a
half bottle
masala.
left
Yeah, about
over.
this much.
Mm-hmm. And then that you had well, I don't even know how the wine. How'd you guys get
You
the
are
wine
welcome.
for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix.
Does he like leave the house and you stay home, or do you go to Publix? Like, because I know
Sometimes I'll
Are
go
you
with him.
both the stay-home
You go with
husband?
him
I'm
Sunday
confused.
to
No.
Publix?
So most of the time what happens is because the convenience store where we get cigarettes is here, and then Publix literally is cattywampus to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll go by
Did
Publix.
she use my
and then on
favorite
the way
Southern
back-
word? Did we get a cattywampus? I love the cattywampus, and she is tipsy right now.
Catch the convenience store.
Okay.
So
Is that what he did Sunday?
I'm guessing that's what he did,
Maybe.
because the next thing I know, he's walking in with a bottle.
Okay.
So that's,
George knows
it's
the
him
way to
trying to
her
be
heart.
nice, so I don't have to go out and do it. Plus, there's stuff that are around the house that I had to take care of.
There
So
are
that's usually what will
people
happen.
working
Or I'm folding
quantum
laundry and so they'll
physics
run out
trying to
and do
figure that
whatever.
hair out.
So
Hi guys. Hey Emma.
where were you guys
Salon.
at
Hmm.
on drunkenness, not drunkenness? On
I have heard good things about Publix,
Sunday?
but
You told
I
us
am
you
not
weren't
living
drunk.
in Florida.
No, I was not drunk.
Right.
I was not drunk. So with him, I don't know. I know when it's like,
Broken,
okay,
can
man,
you fix her?
where I have told him, slow down.
Is she on the
It's starting to
fixable
catch up.
spectrum?
Slow down. Slow down. And another thing too is I don't like listening to music with him because he gets too involved in the music, and the music that he listens to is a little rough around the edges and like.
Yeah, ma'am. George has passed away. He may not have been the best guy, but let's not make fun of his music unless it was Nickelback. He's allowed to like whatever music he likes.
Just, it makes me fractious listening to his music. So I kept asking him, let's not.
I wish you many years
just
of
you and me talk.
pen pal
You and me will
love.
just be the ones that are talking, which was fine because I mean we were playing with the dog, whatever, and then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break. Now let's do this.
Broken has a line, has
Sure
a
enough,
harem.
that dog. We're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies. We're watching movie trailers
We are 14
while we're doing
minutes in,
painting
and they
all
have
that
yet to
other
take
stuff.
a
So
single
it's still
note.
background noise to him because I think that's what
Oh,
he's used to. Is
I'm an
having background
Ollie's type
noise.
girl.
Where me, I can sit in here all day with
Or not an
a
Ollie's,
peep.
Aldi's.
But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in
I
showing
know,
me
and unprofessional
getting
YouTubers
excited
and
about movies that
professional
were out
YouTubers.
or
Her
upcoming.
victimhood never ends.
So,
On your laptop you're talking about?
Mhm.
Like, okay.
and I mean, and
Oh,
then
ma'am, don't give them more
You
information
said it was
about
a
your
good day, like,
insanity.
you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship, you guys didn't go
Okay,
down.
we need to look at this. I mean, aerodynamically, what is her hair made of? Because when she does this, not a one of it moves. The amount of Aquanet or mange, I don't know, but oh my God. It fascinates and horrifies me at the same time.
Like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start
Right.
getting.
nope, when I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say with just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's
We will need
it's
videos
a
of
small hurdle that you and I
Broken
together
Baker's
will get through
harem.
because
I'm talking about the money,
Yeah.
jobs,
daughters,
stress,
yes,
nothing
No.
relationship-wise.
Allegedly
though. Like, no
mange.
issues. Like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about
just
like
what
the stress?
She thought she was going for a bob wig, but she got it from Wish, and this is what happens. Hi guys.
going on right now.
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest.
Yeah, but
because
she
I
also
call
does
him the volcano, where eventually he's
photos.
going
Feet
to
are
erupt.
gross. They
Right.
just are.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate,
Mhm.
which is a huge thing in a relationship,
Right.
where he has been practicing communication.
Yes, ma'am. Please give me relationship advice. I don't know how I will talk Mr. Mo into a very small suitcase, but you seem like the person to give me some relationship advice.
So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you. Like I have almost everything.
Mhm.
Not a
Ugh, this
worry.
woman.
Just tell me. Get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you,
Get it out of you, but don't let me get you out of a suitcase. This woman. I take no responsibility for this. I only read really smutty stuff.
I was so happy. Like it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was
So
beautiful
was it a good
outside.
day?
I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to.
Is he in kindergarten or pre-K? I cannot imagine 2 grown people that are you know what, maybe Mr. Moe and I have lost the romance, but, we never do, like, finger painting and puzzles. We do watch for any of you guys that are in England, we watch, Top Potter, but I call it Oddly Sensual Pottery Show, but it is a favorite of Mr. Moe and I, but I guess our romance is gone, no puzzles for us.
Music or whatever else he wants to do. So then he starts doing whatever it is we're doing together
Fan fiction
in
win.
the living room, and then starts talking because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what, we're here, it is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I
Okay,
know.
well, you guys are
Nobody else
awesome.
knows, but I know.
We have
Nobody
if we
knew
could put
George
our
better than
children
I did.
in with the
I
goats, we could
say that
probably
I
do
knew
that
George better
too.
than himself. And I tried in every
Yes.
way, shape, and form.
Well, then y'all are
Ask
just
everyone.
awesomer than us.
I helped him. I took care of him.
Madam, if you imply that you took care of him, you shoved him in a suitcase and allegedly sent him down the stairs. So, yes, you in fact did take care of him. You know, I probably should have watched this before I watched, Dominique the Banshee. I fell asleep last night listening to Dave go over it, and I dreamed of banshees. Legitimately, the woman might be demonic, allegedly. You know, Mr. Moe is pretty tall, and the problem is that it's, the youngest, most feral would think it was
I miss
hilarious
him
to
a
be
lot,
in
and I
a
didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him and
I never stopped.
trying to?
I never
Okay.
stopped. That's what I'm here for.
Aw.
I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah.
And
We just don't,
cry.
I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and
I have no idea.
you were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea.
The look on the lady detective's face has yet to change from, "I am 2 days to retirement. I'm done with this. We have the video. Can we lock her up?" Her face is what I want to have when my kids are telling me stories.
How he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody.
That's what boozing will apparently do for you.
You had mentioned that you would take photos, videos, kind of like
Also,
a proof.
God would like to be left out of this conversation. Don't swear on him after, maybe taking out one of his children. Listen, I pray when I wear rubber-soled shoes because Mo is irreverent as hell. But, again, don't don't invoke God when you're trying to get out of murder.
And just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but
Good job. Do one good thing a
that was
day.
way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end. But then
Every good Florida story has this as the beginning. This was way before he got arrested the last time.
I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation, so you don't have a choice in it. You have to go to see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Where it took him a while to get used to it and understand, they're not messing around. I
She
even went
acts
down and met
like
his,
George needs to
probation
be on the
officer,
short
which I
bus
say
with a helmet.
She's wonderful. That's one of my questions too I need to talk to you about. Hugged me and said,
Has anyone seen Multiplicity with Michael Keaton? He makes a clone of himself, and then the clone makes a clone, and then by the time you get to clone 4, he is a little helmet and, licking windows. Well, yeah, she's acting like he requires in-person care for his safety.
said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he
I
was working.
guess.
42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working
X'd
to
out
help
in the
him.
chat if this ever effing happened. Listen, my first husband had a parole officer. The amount of times his parole officer ever called me, never.
Just as she is, and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer,
You know,
and then to his
I could see it.
substance abuse class and his, I don't know what BIP stands for, batterers intervention program.
X'd out, yeah.
And
Never
actually listening
happened.
to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it.
I don't know, Mr. Moe and the
And would
feral
always
boy
come home and show
children
me his paper.
are coming home, so they might want to spend some time with me. They've been gone for 3 days. I've gotten used to quiet, not meaning something's going to burn down. So sadly, it will be back to silence means something's burning.
And we would look over his papers together, where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos.
All I can see in my head is the highlights magazine that they used to get in doctor's office, with Goofus and Galliant, and I can just see her making George do the freaking highlights magazine.
Come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches to make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Yeah, this is.
And when you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that. All my neighbors don't.
So she wants to be the martyr and savior. So she is, in one hand, bringing him down by saying, he needs help, he's abusive, blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, I'm saving him. I'm doing such a good job. Don't you see that I'm sticking with my man no matter what? She should have not possibly.
The office property manager.
At some point.
Oh my gosh. The property manager was the one that told the cops about her wardrobe malfunction drunkenness of the days of drunkenness.
If he gets enough, then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop. I actually, and you have to understand too, I have, prior to classes in PO, kicked him out. How many times? I had him arrested. How many times?
But you also went down and bailed him
I
out.
know.
Yes, listen, when you are dealing with abuse, it is a hard cycle to break. So no shame on Sarah for this particular point. But at some point, something has to change. So you either have to stop with the patterns or do something else. So it's not easy. Believe me, it's not. But you bailing him out every time.
Oh,
The next day.
I know.
What's on your laptop?
What was I going to tell you? Oh, previously, I had.
So parole is like supervised release. So you get out of prison, but there's certain things that you generally have to do, like get a job, pay fees. Sometimes you have to wear a low jack ankle cuff. They have to make sure that you're not doing drugs or anything. You have to stay out of trouble. In some ways, it seems like a money racket when you're dealing with it because every single thing is a fee. Look, Dominique killed me. Dominique, my soul is somewhere behind my body. That woman my eyes rolled too hard.
Okay.
Because I would take him out, his parents, because of them constantly having to take him back in, his bags of clothes, all his stuff. The last time, the father came out and irate and just not even, I don't even know if he knew Lucas was in the car. Just opened the back of my car and just started throwing all his crap in, just throwing it. Like the car would jostle, he was throwing all his stuff. At that point, because I continually did it, not continually, I think I maybe did it 3 times, and he has nowhere else to go, they got fed up and said, nope, either you're staying there or you're staying here. But if you're staying here at their
Thank
place,
you, Wendy
it's
H.
permanent. You're not going back over there anymore. So what happens is he pursues me. So I don't know if y'all know where Katie Way Trail is.
What had happened
Okay, so
was
it's literally right there from our apartment.
the funniest part of that entire thing was, so you wanted to be a lawyer? Yeah. Have you gone to college? Well, no. What's that? What? Why would I even ask that question? I'm a realtor. Doesn't one have to sell something to be a realtor? I don't know.
Would ride his bike to work, but before he would
Thank
leave
you for the
extra early
information.
and come up to the wall, stand on top of his bike and poke his
It's
head
been
over, 'cause he would
16
know that
years
I would
since I
be
had to deal with
outside
that.
having my morning
Oh, and
cigarette
that,
and cup of
yes.
coffee. And I would also know too what time he would get off of work, where I would know.
You know that feeling where you've run into like a cobweb and you just feel all over? Her yes. Her yes. That feeling times a bajillion.
Come getting off of work, he's gonna do the same thing. So it's not like I ever got like a break from him.
Oh, yeah,
where
she
I
is
told you
just
all yesterday, or
all
whatever it was.
around shining ray
I
of
didn't
C
feel
word.
that it was too much togetherness. And when you have too much togetherness, friction happens. So I'm gonna go ride my bike. I'm gonna go upstairs and read a book. But what
This was so not the day to try to go low
waking
carb.
moment, he wants to be with me.
Sarah and Dominique
So-
in the same day.
And mind you, our townhome is either upstairs or downstairs. So
Thank
it's
you for
like, if
explaining
would like to sit
townhomes.
downstairs and watch a movie or play on the laptop, look up some jobs, you're more than welcome to. I'm just gonna be upstairs, maybe watching one of my shows or maybe reading a book. So, and then when
Madam, are you out looking for a job? What in the hell is it that you do? I mean, God love it. I would love to just be drunk and maybe partially clothed all day, just rambling. Wait, never mind.
what happened,
That's what YouTube is for.
we really needed that. So what's for dinner? And then we would cook together and eat dinner and then crawl in the bed and watch a movie.
I was just waiting
You're
for
talking
one of
about this
those
is, like,
boobs to
recent,
pop
or you
out.
kinda, like,
That
lost me?
tube
Like, what
dress
are you
It was a
talking
while,
top
like
thing
a little while
was
ago, but I
Now
mean,
you're talking about tension building.
was doing the Lord's work for Dominique.
And that you need space. So have you been feeling that way lately, or?
no,
Okay.
no. Okay, my thing is too, so you all know, I hate that you can't talk to her, but, Dee, his ex-wife, when I say a monster, she's a monster. Like she withholds their children from speaking to him.
Why does
So
Sarah
he
say
gets
on
upset
anything?
about that, and then she like completely berates him about money, about the father that he is, what he did to her, all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, mind you, this is not like been recent.
The best
Which
comeback
is why he doesn't even
in
bother calling
5,
anymore, because he knows
4.
that she's going to answer and he's going to have to talk to her, so therefore he can't talk to his daughter. The other time he talked to her, made her talk to Cookie. That's on my cell phone too, so you can see it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
What does she have
That
to do
is
though
the
with
truth.
anything about what
Best
happened
reaction
Sunday
in the
into
entire
Monday?
world.
Like,
No, I'm just saying, like, previously,
Okay.
why the incidents, what happened is she plays a big part in it.
okay.
On
Is
top of job
yeah.
and money and
Mhm.
groceries and all that.
Okay.
Sunday, when I tell you this, I have no idea. I have no idea.
No, none of us have any
It's
idea.
just me and him.
How drunk were you? Or
Since
not
talking
drunk, but
yesterday, do you
couple
remember any like
glasses.
timelines better? Like what time you guys were playing? What time he was zipped up?
Yeah, this is definitely Letitia. Well, I can help you, but only if you help me. I've got, all the information, but it's going to be terribly difficult for me to get help and, testify because of the Petco cartel.
Luggage. What time you
I
went
told you-
upstairs?
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
You started the activities around 4, you said?
Yes, around
Mhm.
4:30ish, and then
You just said that it was dark when you were playing hide and seek, and I'm just curious
Yeah.
if you remember.
They woke up at the crack of 4. I'm gonna need these people to stop. I believe they
but when
said
we
it
were
was
outside, that's where
she
we would
was
start
pregnant too,
and
so
talk
sometimes
about
when
things,
you
and
are
then
pregnant, you
eventually
cough a
I
lot
was
too.
when I had him come inside, so we could
About
do
what
stuff.
time, do you remember what time that was, is what she's asking?
And you said you went up to bed around
Midnight.
midnight, fell asleep around 12:30-ish. But those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you
Sarah's like,
recall
"Does
when you went
blackout count
upstairs
as a
to hide in
time?"
the shower, or
Like when we started to play hide and seek.
yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long, maybe about 6-ish. Then
You're talking about from hanging out outside and like,
Mhm.
okay,
Well, we have 2 beach chairs that are out there and
right,
just enjoy the weather.
gotcha.
Plus, it started to get dark and gnats and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So let's go inside. I don't want to be out here
Detective in the
anymore. All right,
red is
let's
just
go.
like, "I
So we're
have
doing
3
whatever.
hours
We did it
until
for
I
a
can
while
clock
because
out."
that puzzle, I don't know if they took it or they saw it. We're
Okay, chat. What was the puzzle of? Is it puppies, kittens, or suitcases? I don't know how to I don't think I can do don't think I can do a poll yet, but we have to figure out what this puzzle was.
a puzzle again, finished it, started to paint, well, started listening to music for a little bit, started to
Listen,
paint.
my face would be
Can we turn
all
the music off? No
caps, like,
problem. Start at
"No,
the top,
it
paint, whatever.
ma'am."
Maybe, gosh, that puzzle, we worked on that for probably a good hour and a half. So 8
I am
o'clock-ish?
envisioning a
When you
25-piece
went to hide
Walmart, like,
upstairs
puzzle for children.
originally.
No, that's when we were like painting, so then it's like, okay, well, I don't wanna
Yes.
paint anymore, let's just, come on. Okay, you wanna play hide and seek?
What the
What
hell
he
are they
does is, okay,
painting?
tag, you're it, well, so it's like, okay, we know, okay.
If this painting is not a clown on velvet or, like, a wolf howling to the moon on velvet, I don't want anything to do with it.
Take off,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come up, and you came down, and the suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so
Including
it was
the
already
suitcase.
there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship?
Mhm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him?
So this is where you say, "Look, it's a weekly thing, it's a kink, it's weird, but you can't find me for being a weirdo with a suitcase fetish." But yes, we often put each other in suitcases.
up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay. So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was
That's
there,
my
Yes.
thing.
and it was in play because
Why do you say it like
Look,
that, though?
the detective even used the word prop. You could have built on that. Sarah, you're so smart. You're better at you excel at everything, and yet you still couldn't talk yourself out of this.
I would never do that.
You would never zip them up in the
Not all the
suitcase?
time.
well,
I mean, we were playing.
no, I know,
That
but
time,
but I'm saying I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game. So
the suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back.
Oh,
If
her
you-
closet is just a
I know the
mess.
CSI people saw our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him
I
anymore.
will do
and I'm
my
tired of looking
best.
at
I
them.
will try to talk
So
over
he
Sarah as
took
much
it
as
upon
possible.
himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes,
Well,
our donations and everything.
Okay,
and just
first
leave
show
the whole
business. When you de-head and de-dong your significant other and then put those 2 in a bucket for the mom to find after doing things I can't even talk about 3 hours into a YouTube stream, it is a little hard to claim that that's, just a mistake.
whole
But
thing
maybe
by
she's got a great
clothing and
defense.
shoe thing at my son's school.
no, I'm just asking out of in the
Sounds
past,
good.
like have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not? But obviously,
No.
I understand you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing, he was laughing.
This officer's
But what
like,
I'm just
things I
asking
never
is
thought
the
I'd say
past,
out
like, is this
loud.
something that you
Absolutely
guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We were actually this last game running out of places to hide because we have a townhome where it's upstairs or downstairs. So,
okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
well,
No?
I think I took a picture.
This is the face of a woman who's about to get smacked by reality. She's unsure. It could have happened, but let's see how she handles it.
Of a dog.
Okay. But your phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes,
Yeah, but
pretty
he only
much.
has the face, correct?
No.
Yeah, this
To be able to get onto your
is a
phone, you
nut.
told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay, does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's a
Yeah.
shared phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Okay, we are nearly 30 minutes in and no one has taken a note yet. This is kind of hurting my over note-taking soul, but I mean, honestly, what's she going to say that isn't recorded?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it? Because it's password protected.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes too, like look, he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or doing something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition.
No,
But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, other than.
well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there.
Yeah,
Sunday.
that's pretty much
Right.
it.
So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, I maybe took a picture of
It's
them
more of a me
picture of
thing. I
Kevin,
take copious notes no
dog.
matter what.
and George and them dancing, but I mean, it's just Tess.
Okay.
Sarah definitely thinks they're asking about the George and dog dance video.
So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Beast Mode
Thank you.
engaged.
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
I need to listen closely for her voice. I need to, match patterns and stuff.
Shut it down.
Oh.
Did I hear that she wrote another note? Like, not even one of the 7s?
The battery doesn't last very long.
Your battery and
I
George.
don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right.
Presents right there. You'll have to get up and step it out.
No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and,
No.
okay, but why did you say it like that? Like,
We're back home from our
I don't think you all understand who I am, where,
well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight A student.
And the horde is
I'm
back.
an outstanding mother to my son. I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
want to visit somebody in a suitcase?
She would never put someone in
Well,
a
I didn't, like,
suitcase. What a
completely
silly
lock it.
question.
I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Yeah, my husband's mom is about 3 hours north, so they had to live through the horror of sitting in a car with tablets to watch a movie for 3 hours. The pain.
No, it was just the way you said it.
You guys
were
are
like,
scaring me.
why?
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
Sarah's like, no, I'd rather not watch my snuff film. Thank you.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
So there are a couple things that I'm confused about. He is standing awfully close to Sarah, and it looks like he has his duty weapon. Yeah, I know how it's torture. But this guy in the red doesn't seem to be paying attention to how close is with his holster right next to Sarah. Not that I think she'd do anything, but
I don't know how much I can take.
situational awareness. If I have to be the archer, you know, of this group, we have lost the plot.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Continuously means you would be doing that now.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah, we're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2
Could
minutes.
they not have a plug-in on the other side of the wall?
For everything
Good
you've done to me.
Lord. It's like my setup here.
Fuck you.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid.
Note to self, give Mr. Mo my phone next time I get drunk. Well, I think Sarah definitely forgot what's blackout drunk or something about these videos, and she thought she was going to go in there and do the battered woman thing, and she didn't realize it wasn't going to sell well.
That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do it. You shook me.
She does sound a little inebriated. Maybe she got communion. It was midnight mass.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had two fingers hanging out. and you
I
went to
flipped him
bed.
over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's
Ma'am,
two different videos.
why in the hell did you flip him over? You, right there, you just stated that you made it more difficult for him to get out. That is what we call possibly a crime. I'm not a legal person, but you did admit to making it harder for him to get out. Yeah, for something she didn't want to watch, she's
Still
sure
picture
paying
where, Yeah, it
attention.
shows you flipping him in different positions, and him saying that he can't breathe, and you saying, fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as if you're packing.
You know, had she approached this with a real sense of regretfulness, an authentic sense of regretfulness and shame and sadness, then I could almost get the whole, it was an accident. But she approaches it like, you're assuming that I did this intentionally. Well, ma'am, you intentionally went upstairs with your boyfriend in a suitcase. I don't want to have to pull
something.
church
So
lady
this
out,
is upside
but
down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is
Phrasing.
upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11
yes.
minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining
Listen.
room table.
Okay.
I am a potty mouth. I am working on it because my youngest has taken to repeating me with certain F words that are not good in school. But we may use that as all parts of language.
Now, he's
It's a
obviously
noun,
still
it's a
in
verb,
there.
it's an
So
adverb.
he didn't. How did
Adjective.
How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My
With
plan
him
was not
in
to
it?
go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah,
but not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because
What?
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out. Because there's the end.
And his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this,
Everyone crowded around the monitor makes me think of ultrasound pictures where the lady's kind of telling you, like, this is this, this is this. And sometimes it just looks like a Warshot test. It doesn't look like anything. And you kind of just nod and say, oh, that's okay.
rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
Phrasing.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a.
Yeah, they were
No.
playing.
Not malicious.
And then he
Oh,
yelled
playing fuck you.
Yahtzee, and she said,
not
Uno,
malicious.
reverse.
Then what is that?
It's not malicious.
What does fuck you mean to you?
I have a
Well,
lot of
Like if you were to- if I were
definitions,
to
but
tell my
Oh, like he
partner-
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
ma'am.
my intention was not to leave him in there.
And you get called a white dragon, a blue-eyed white dragon. Ma'am, you need to stop.
Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers. And
He'll
it
be up
looks
here any
like-
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you,
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you
He's
think
not
he's
able to get out.
joking? You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video, there's no
When we
laughing.
first got in there, both
The detectives are so done with this, they start texting each other. Okay, come on, guys. We understand that you have her on video, but at least don't text each other in the same room.
of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is
I
at
doubt
11,
it.
12
I doubt
when
it
starts, so was he in there for like a
significantly
long
at this
time prior
point.
to
No.
recording this?
No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
and
I
you're the
didn't,
only one laughing.
but I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I
breathe.
can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before too, where it's just like, he thinks that he's,
He's
Woe
been in a
is me kind of
suitcase
thing, where it's like,
before.
I don't
He's
think-
never been locked in a suitcase.
This is some grade A, ma'am. Just I cannot. First of all, however you enticed him to get in the suitcase, I'm sure boobies were involved because, duh. But he cried wolf. The man looked like he needed a good hamburger. Were you starving him as well, allegedly?
Suitcase that
No.
where you couldn't get out. So
it's kind of.
He was
I
just
thought it
he
was
was
you know, the
very
oxygen
thin
wolf,
and
crying wolf.
shortish.
Kind of thing.
okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere
It seems
in
like
there
something
is
two
he
drunk
laughing,
people would
is he
figure
joking,
out.
He is begging, and you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
Oh,
and
holy
you're
shit,
the only
y'all.
one saying,
The hair moved. The hair moved when she touched it. I need whoever's good at quantum physics to give me an explanation to why it doesn't move when she does this.
derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No. Please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to like feed me. Like,
Sarah Ann. I'm giving you a middle name. Sarah Ann Boone. They are not trying to feed you. They are trying to figure out what the hell was going through your head when you left a man in a suitcase after he'd been crying to get out. This is not confusing. It is not, advanced calculus. This is, what the hell were you thinking?
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well,
Her
I
and
know
Letitia.
what,
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video? Why don't you
No, I have
remember
no
making the
idea.
video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
Uh-oh.
Just because I went upstairs and, just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't
you
mean
told us
that
several
you,
times that you were not drunk. You said that you
Listen, officer, just because I'm drunk doesn't mean I'm not sober. Ish.
You had your
Listen,
wits
Mo
about
may
you.
have had a
You
little
said
bit
he
of
had his
vodka
wits
in
about you.
her Coca-Cola
You said that
because
you
Dominique
don't
about
like not
killed
having
me.
your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and a video and taking a
Yeah,
photo,
I was socially
they are
lubricated.
intoxicated.
I don't
Okay.
people well
I
without
understand where
booze.
y'all are coming
I'm just
from.
kidding.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
get it.
figure out
We're
what you're
trying to
saying.
figure out,
Okay, we need to have a talk about this detective's shiny, looks like it was from Wish shirt. I know Jeff from Legal Vices really likes it, but it is irritating to me. It's just too shiny. It's like when you get those sheet sets and they're like satin. I don't know. It's annoying me today. Her and Dominique will run the world. Realtors forever behind
The
bars.
You
video-
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did, like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was, my plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to, he'll be up here any minute.
but
But
you
again-
willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase,
So why didn't you get him out?
because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think, he's asking to come out, he
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
Yeah.
intentionally.
What do you think is gonna happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase.
your plan?
All right. When one day I'm going to come back to this when I'm super smart on all the overlays and all the things, and we are going to do a count slash maybe drink of every time she says intentionally and allegedly. He does, he looks very 1974. Yeah, it is in Florida. I don't know how good this is. Oh, he did. Oh, he must wear them tomorrow. All 3 of them. Or I'm sorry, all 2 of them.
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
He wants to be in Vice.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like,
Okay, what would happen is that they would all try to talk over each other and they would absorb the entire amount of oxygen in that room. And unfortunately, we would have to explain to their families what happened. Or at least that's my thought.
maybe I should go check on him, maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because
That's
it
like
didn't
an,
happen.
that's like an assumption. Like,
That's
that's
like
what
an
y'all are
assumption,
thinking.
man.
We're asking.
It's the
You
whole,
tell us.
it's the drinking.
First true thing out of her mouth. And let's see how this goes.
That's what it is. It's the drinking. I thought it was like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't,
He's telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. Like, he is,
I often put Mr. Mo in small places and then tell him to F himself. It's just how we say, our first anniversary. First thing we wake up in the morning, we're like, F you right back. Have a good day there. It's just our routine.
nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase thing,
The other truth in this thing, holy shit, does no one understand your relationship?
never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a
She
suitcase
is.
jokingly? Because it was a
No.
joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you
I
love
wouldn't do
George.
that to him either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So,
Ma'am, you did.
I just,
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like,
I mean,
that was not my intention.
Well,
Y'all don't have any idea what
by
I've
your
done for
acts,
him.
But by your acts, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show you any appreciation.
He did.
With the water gun.
Not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because you bring up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally several times told him just fuck you.
Well, you said it in the video, but you
video.
won't let us play the rest of it. 'Cause you don't
And
want to.
When I
told
say
him-
cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I
And if
think
you
so
cheat-
too.
Exactly.
Being on
Your
the
definition
phone,
of cheating, though, so, I mean.
he was trying to call 911 to get out. He was trying
And
to
that's
call
what
the
you told him
witness
in the video.
protection program.
That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told
I
him,
don't
fuck
know
you.
what this is
What would you say if somebody told you that they had done this?
done one.
You set somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think, so you all think that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep?
Apparently,
what
he
you
was
guys are trying to
cruising on
assume?
her phone.
Or trying to like,
We're just, the video is
You know,
very,
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. But this couple was ready to go to your house or go to your show.
portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
no.
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car.
So,
And that's why we want to know
and
the
I don't remember
injuries.
doing those.
the injury.
Look, Sarah Spine has even left the building. Sarah Spine is like, look, we had no part in this. You're out on your own, lady.
Are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a lot of inconsistencies, and this
Oh,
video,
why would grandma give you paint?
I don't know,
explains
but I can
itself.
leave these for me.
it really truly does.
All right.
You don't think that I have thought about that?
My mother-in-law gave my kids paint.
Thought about the video or thought about,
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all are assuming that it's like, oh, good.
You know, if I'm in a police interrogation thing, I am not going to start being sassy. Just like if I am on a trial thing for when I possibly maybe sent a posse out for vengeance, maybe I wouldn't be a sassy butthole. I do, but that one that you just saw, that's the one that cut the cat's hair. He doesn't use his powers for good. I can't wait to be a grandma.
So grandma, so mommy,
Yeah, directly on the wall.
mommy. So where I get an X-ray, I can't eat.
No, you'll be fine.
I can't eat.
No, you can eat. We're not doing the X-ray now.
But when I do the X-ray, I can't eat.
Good. I
Have
got him in
children.
there,
They'll
now I'm
be
gonna go to
awesome.
sleep. Is that what you all are assuming?
well, it's not an assumption when that's what you told us, so that happened.
That's what happened.
How is it
And the
an assumption
video-
if that's what happened?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
I'm not gonna
understanding and English
say-
is my first language.
you thought he could
So,
get out on his
yes.
own,
Yes.
but the video shows that he cannot get out on his own.
But when I unzipped it with one finger.
I love
the
that
outside.
part of
But it had
Bill
the hole.
Cosby's routine where, because like I said, my mom, she became a grandma and I'm like, this is not the woman that raised me. This is an old person trying to get into heaven. I mean, regardless of what you think of him now, that was funny to me.
in it.
And you're claiming that it had a paperclip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
Is what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paperclip on it. It's
But
got,
the zipper part is broken, that
yes, which is
you-
why we
I
were
will
gonna
think
zip
about
it.
that.
I-
It's going to be
I
a
just-
long
You
summer
were
break.
able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
But you could on the inside too. I don't know how.
well, why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he
White
could?
paper.
I don't know, like, I don't know if you
Asking.
saw, like, where the hole was. I don't
I
know.
didn't see a hole.
No
I
one
didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or
Yes, you can
physically
use that
unzipping it.
for
All we see is
practice.
pushing up, trying to push out of it.
please do not assume.
I'm
Well,
not assuming. I haven't assumed
You just
anything.
don't ever-
I follow evidence.
But my intention was not,
I really want a pudding pop right now. That's probably very inappropriate. Oh, I know. That's what I told my husband. I said one day, just once for a little bit, I want to feel like an adult. I want to have a very nice nativity set, one where Jesus doesn't get decapitated, we don't lose Mary, and one of the Power Rangers becomes a wise man. I want one nice, beautiful Christmas with a nice nativity set, and then I will put it away and I will welcome grandbabies. I have very weird goals. Listen, I barely have gotten over the fact that my youngest daughter is now getting swimsuits in the women's section.
again, oh good,
I'm not
I got him
dealing
in
with
there.
this.
Now I'm just gonna go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit, like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase
She's been
and then
drinking
and then
and
watches that
probably went
video?
to sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before.
To be fair, the spectrum of me drinking goes, tipsy, thinks I can dance, which I definitely cannot, and then nap time. So, she is kind of
And
right.
you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You like consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it.
Female detective cannot be bothered.
I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you
No, we
vividly
have a don't
remember this
ask,
when you
don't
told us
tell
last
policy.
night
I don't want
that
to know.
He was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has two fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using
yikes.
derogatory terms to
Careful
him when he's
driving.
begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So,
So
But
what,
my thing
you
is
say
that
we're
the-
assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling you
finger,
what's on there.
so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, had just happened to not have that in it.
Okay.
I
And
didn't
you
have
also, in the
access
video,
to
you can't see
suitcases,
any
and I
holes.
never thought about
There's
putting
nowhere
anyone
in
in
that
one.
where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole that
He
you're
essentially
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been
Yeah.
able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way. I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
it is
Well, we
terrible.
agree, Sarah.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever
Well,
be
I'm
right.
so glad that we're
Dealing
worried
with
about your
everything else.
feelings, not the dead guy. This woman. Ma'am, tell us, please, how his death has affected you, because we all need to know this.
else that I have in my life, personally. And then this.
What are you overcoming? You don't have a gerb. You just continually stay drunk and have wardrobe malfunctions and then apparently harass and deal with your boyfriend. What is it in your life that you're doing? What is your point, ma'am?
Whom I loved,
Ooh, whom?
it was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional.
God would like to be left out of this conversation right now.
I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Ma'am.
Not intentional.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally.
left.
Okay, I revise my promise to have this be a drinking stream. For every 4 intentionals he says, I will take a drink, because otherwise I would die. And I don't even have a suitcase.
Go to bed because I'm thinking, okay,
Hold
good,
on,
he can
hold
get
on.
out.
Mr.
How
Mo's
did
going
you
to have
not
to take me to the
intentionally go to bed?
recycling.
You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
And what do you
Goes
normally do
off,
when you
whatever
go to
you're
bed?
gonna do.
What do you normally do when you go to bed?
What do you mean?
What is a bed for? Going to sleep.
Right.
So you go to
But
bed to
obviously
do
you
what?
can tell too that
Her feigned obtuseness is just, it's chef's kiss cringe. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to ask me. I don't understand how it could be an intentional act. I am in Indiana. Like, I don't think she is being deliberately obtuse, and I hate it when people do that. Like I said, I may have gotten in a lot of trouble at school when people were unable to grasp a concept quickly, and I got bored.
like I've
You
been
go to
drinking
bed to do
also.
what? Okay. You kept telling us, hey, I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't this. I wasn't that.
Being drunk and intoxicated, which yes,
All I can think of is, I don't know if any of you watched Bobby's World. Howie Mandel had a like children's cartoon when I was younger, and there's a Bobby's World song that says, "Is it love or is it gas?" And I think this might be the appropriate time for this. I believe that it wasn't love, it was a fart that needed to be out.
you can tell that I've been drinking, but
Okay. So if you weren't intoxicated, then why would you
Let me
ever?
see. Why would we assume that you have been drinking? That's how I feel when you tell me. You know, I can't imagine why we had that leap of logic.
Leave somebody in a suitcase that's begging to get out, that's telling you they can't breathe.
if I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where
Griffin,
it's like, hop
pass
in,
out.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
You
Is
did.
that what you all are trying to do? To
We're
portray
not
me
trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
These detectives deserve sainthood, because the rest of the hour and 10 minutes is her doing a different version of, I don't understand. You're assuming that I went up the stairs of my own volition. And they're like, yes, you made an intentional choice to go upstairs and not get George out. And she is being willfully obtuse.
Everything was fine and dandy.
I don't want to call
Everything.
it fine and dandy.
Was fine and dandy.
I need to.
You all don't, okay,
We need to get discovery on the text messages these detectives are giving back and forth, because I bet they're hilarious.
for me to tell you this, again, mind you, I've been without him for a day now.
Mhm.
I don't,
This is the best move, where she just has it playing in the background and you can tell Sarah is like, no, I was good.
no, I mean, I don't know what you all want me to tell you, because this was not in any way.
They were doing
shape, or
puzzles
form,
and
and on the
painting.
Bible, intentional.
Okay.
Okay,
So you just,
I'm gonna have to make a stream. Mo and Mr. Mo doing puzzles and painting. Pretty much. It was pretty much, I needed to teach him a lesson, and I was tired. I just
you
went
I
left them there
didn't
to
kill
teach
him.
You left them there to teach him a
That's on
lesson?
you.
I didn't mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
simmer down,
You got
woman.
up and walked away. How is that not intentionally leaving them there?
Because I'm looking at the hole, knowing that it's there. He'll get out no
Phrasing.
harm. Because you
And
don't,
then he doesn't,
but
but you don't go check on him. You say you're up for 30 minutes and he doesn't come up. You don't go down and check on him?
I'm in the bed.
You even moved,
And
I
dozed
mean,
off.
you admit to moving.
Are you kidding me? So again, I'm trying to, in my life, think about this. So I go upstairs, I get into bed. I make sure all of my kids are where they're supposed to be in theory, and that their iPads have been turned in so they aren't staying up till 3 o'clock. Never would I leave one of them in a piece of luggage and just go to bed. I don't understand. Make it make sense, Miss Sarah. Make it make sense. You're highly intelligent and you have all your
So,
constitutional knowledge.
Like, it's not like,
I didn't want it to be like that. Don't,
you didn't want him to be upside down. How do you even get upside down?
right.
Now that
guys
sounds
are
like
killing me
Jerry
right now.
Springer.
I just want you to hear.
Also, phrasing. Stop saying it's killing you. What is wrong with you, woman? Say it's making you uncomfortable, but killing you? What are we here for? Perhaps phrasing.
That's how he talks to me most of the time. I don't know how.
Okay,
You want
these
me to
text
say it?
messages need to come out in the
I'm trying
sunshine
to figure out
laws.
what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
I didn't mean to leave him in there.
That's not the
What's
point they're
your
getting
reasoning
at.
for not calling 911 sooner?
Because I didn't know what to do and how horrific
Because
it
I
was.
wanted to implicate my husband or my
I called Ryan,
ex-husband.
and like what? 5 minutes later, I called.
Listen, folks, this is just a class reminder, but if something's happening, call the cops, not your ex. Unless you would like to implicate him in a crime, allegedly.
You guys. Not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, that I had to like I was trying to do CPR.
The hell you were. You would have broken his ribs, because that generally happens when you're doing CPR. And B, you would be sweating your balls off.
I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him
Pissed. I mean,
out
whatever you have. I'm not going to
and try
assume
to
your
do
gender now.
CPR. And then called you guys. And then was continually doing
Seriously.
CPR with
She
the
is
dispatch
cray.
on the
You
phone,
got away from her.
where he had me
Stay
count
away.
out loud
Run the
to
other
help
way.
me focus on what I was doing.
I don't know. I haven't gotten too deep in that, so.
It just, I don't know how.
I love this. I love this female detective. She's like, I just don't even understand what it is you're trying to sell me, but this does not make sense.
You can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was going to get himself out, but that he didn't. And you went upstairs and
He was a
you
little
stayed there
guy,
for
but
30
I don't
minutes
think that
before you fell
counts.
asleep.
But can I say too, like,
You chose not to ever at any point during that 30 minutes walk back down and check on
Wait,
him.
let Sarah
no, wait
say.
1 second, because I know, like, with you all, and then, like, because you continually ask me, like, time frames, where I told you, like, I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's
Because
like,
you don't have a
guesstimate.
job or
So
anything to do.
For all I know, maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless
again,
of how long you were there, you left. You say,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
We're not going to bring Aesop's fables into this. He's begging for help. You get him out of there. Possibly. You admitting that you're going to teach him a lesson takes you from manslaughter to murder 2, I believe, or 1. I don't know. But seriously, you saying it's now a vindictive punishment tool, terrible.
Okay.
Oh,
So when
okay,
he
side
asked
note.
to be let
So you guys know I have like a gimpy leg now that spasses out. Well, there is a chaise, like a foam chaise lounge on Amazon that I really want to get. I did not realize until I was reading the reviews that it can also be used for extracurricular naked activities. Some of these reviews, look, if you're having a bad day, just look up chaise lounge, and it's like a memory foam thing, and read the reviews. Your life will be better because they are just hilarious. It is the funniest thing ever.
out, like what's your reasoning for not
You
letting him
know,
out?
When I
okay,
was upstairs,
as many children as I had when I was in middle school, I definitely thought my pony was about My Little Ponies, and my mother was horrified when I started singing the song. I thought the man just had a lot of, well, My Little Ponies at his house for reasons.
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. What, like, why didn't you let him out?
well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
The first truth she said.
Number two, just,
All right,
you know
then turn
what?
it off, please.
I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there.
Ask your sisters to
That's-
help you
they'll
turn
give
it
you
off.
5
I
minutes
think
or
you
so.
just turn it this
5
way.
minutes for what?
Do you turn it
Ask-
this way?
Well, based off the video, one video is at 11:12 and the next one's 11:23. So you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is when it stops.
Yes, we are having
you
ribs,
ask
corn on the
multiple times,
cob,
I mean,
and
why? Why did you not let him know?
potatoes
It's just a simple.
at the
To be honest with
Mo
you, I
household.
mean,
Were you punishing him?
no, just,
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you
Listen,
said.
if we
This
are
is what-
going to, if she's going to be a dominatrix, I'm going to need her. Well, I don't want to imagine her in a corset, but my brain already did it. So you guys have to suffer too. But I'm going to need you to come up with a better kink story.
What you make me feel like.
see, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired
Well,
on me. And I understand the severity of this. I just,
He's dead.
No, I don't think you do, ma'am. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go turn off the corn. It looks like there's a brawl getting ready to start for corns.
it's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful.
Did you guys get it?
And I will tell you both this right now too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again. I don't care what it is in any way, shape, or form. I am,
But let's get back to this. What was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
what I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing. You all keep
I'm
asking.
not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So-
in the bag saying, I
I
can't
know, and
breathe.
my God.
And you say, fuck you.
When he, so like, for like the whole few minutes that he was in there, like
Minimum 11, but yes,
Oh.
go ahead. It's a few. 11. Minimum.
but
For the one video.
Well, in between the two videos. it's
Between the two
11
videos?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
so what's the question again?
When he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to prove to him?
I know. I think she's gotten prison hooch. I
There was
hope.
obviously something in your head that you were thinking of.
I need to figure
when
out
you
how to
were
make
asking to let-
bathtub gin.
be
It's
let out,
going to be
you're
our
like,
Again, it's the
homeschooling
boy
project
calling
this
wolf.
summer.
Okay, but where does this game end? I don't, you say this is a game, you got somebody in
Obviously,
there.
like the wrong way.
You know, Sarah, sometimes you are unintentionally hilarious. And if it weren't for the fact that you killed someone, allegedly, that response would have been.
So what was your intention for leaving him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, oh, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No,
That's absolutely what happened.
intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up the flight of
Look, I am going to need to do some serious oh no. Corn on the cob, not porn on the cob. We have 6 kids already. We don't need any of that. That's what I said. Go full David Carradine. Unfortunately, the hooker never got him down either. But she didn't even think of all of this. She had a day to think of something to say.
stairs and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get out.
And he didn't,
Yes.
and you still didn't go down and
And
check
it's
on him.
the whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying
I
to
don't care
do,
about 30
whatever.
minutes.
It's like, for all I know,
He's
it's
begging
10
for
minutes.
his life. He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't.
You're gonna pull today.
I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But you
Then what
can
did you
tell us
intend?
why.
Definitely,
Upstairs.
we're finding a suitcase big enough
That's my only issue.
for
Like, what am
Mr.
I
Mo.
supposed to write? What do I write?
So my thing is, though, it's what I have a feeling is I went upstairs and just hit the bed kind of thing. But again, I'm thinking he'll be up here in a minute.
Okay, you know, I am not at lawyer levels of being able to drink to blackoutness, But do you just, like, lose all sense of self? I am very confused. She's like, "I assume I just went upstairs and passed out."
But then I go out.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going up?
I don't know why.
Because I was a bitch?
He's begging to
I
be let
mean-
out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun. This,
Guys,
you said,
I know.
you
I don't
said this
know.
was supposed to be fun. You were laughing before you said
The
it. He was
detective's
laughing, you were
tweet
laughing.
hands.
You went upstairs, he had his fingers out of the bag,
You know,
and
I
he was
hadn't even
playing.
noticed
Well, obviously, that's
his
not the
tweet
case.
hands before.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to, like,
We're just trying to figure out why.
why? What?
Why?
What was the motivation for leaving?
David, I'm telling you, this is why I can't work with people. Her deliberate obtuseness, I'd need crayons and a whiteboard. In fact, that is my new goal, is to get a whiteboard so we can figure out these cases. Because between Tyrone and tyranny and every other thing, we need whiteboards and we need string.
Him in the back?
Why he was left in the
I
back?
will
Why
pull
did
this
they-
I
string
didn't
over.
have any motivation. It was he and I having a great
No.
day, fooling around and being
That was so my youngest and most feral is 7, and he decided that he could get his own corn on the cob from the stove. So again, as I have said many times, if he had been the first, we would have one child.
stupid, and apparently me going upstairs and hitting the bed,
Yes,
not
ma'am, you are
going to sleep,
stupid.
where it's like, I'm tired now, I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's
Griffin.
excluding, you know, it's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted, and he has a
Oh my
bump on his
gosh.
eye. I mean,
I don't know what you all want me to tell you.
Well,
Like,
the truth
this
would be
is not
nice.
fair at all,
yes.
that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come
If
from?
you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out.
This is the
would
best
you
part.
hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Eventually.
The fact that she has to think about it and that says eventually. No, Broken, it is not fair, not at all, not even a little bit. I mean, who among us hasn't put someone in a suitcase, gotten blackout drunk, made videos of, the torture, and then gone upstairs, passed out, didn't wake up until the crack of noon, fiddled around in bed for about an hour, and then, remembered, hey, I left someone in a suitcase. Who among us hasn't had those days?
I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
Well, many
So
marriages.
you guys are like assuming that,
You keep saying we're assuming, or we're not, we
We're
haven't assumed
asking
anything.
questions.
but you guys are assuming that that's what I did.
No,
Again, for the 80th time, class and members, if the police start out a talk with you by reading you your Miranda rights, you as a suspect, be quiet, get a lawyer.
what,
Like, this
the facts of what happened, we got there, you said you pulled him out of
As
the
long as he
suitcase,
has a
you said you
finger's
went up,
worth
you went to
of
bed.
being able to get out, and
We're not
he's
assuming that, these are the facts that you're
crying.
telling us.
But
Now
what
we're
you said
asking
is
you
like,
to
oh, I'm
explain it.
tired.
Oh
Oh,
my
I'm
gosh,
tired.
Millie
Well, that's what
Vanilli.
you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday, because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you were you
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk. So that's an assumption. That was an assumption when I said
Yeah.
you passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
You were very adamant
glad
about the
you-
fact that both of you had your weapons out. What's your favorite
Yeah,
word to use?
yeah, but still, it's a
Competent.
hint.
You've used it today too, to say that you guys were within your wits. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but they can drink both of them.
Okay, I'm gonna need someone to explain to me how two people who are actually looks like functional alcoholics can get blackout drunk on 2 bottles of wine, unless they're huge, like the gallon jugs of Ernest Gallio wine.
Of them.
I think you did.
We didn't.
There's receipts for the
They were
same
both
exact day.
purchased yesterday, so I don't know how you didn't,
Ah,
because they weren't there the day before.
So
There
one
was two
was.
Publix receipts from yesterday.
Mhm.
I like how she
Only
is
thing
just.
purchased on either one was a single bottle of wine, 2 of them.
Oh, well,
So
that
we
makes
have
more
each bottle of
sense.
wine that was empty in your garbage can that you purchased yesterday, or he purchased, but you two would have consumed
I
together.
am broadening my horizons
Well,
all the
I-
time.
I mean, there's receipts, so it's not even worth the going back.
So this is, so I don't know what you guys are, I don't know.
We were just hoping that we could figure out why you.
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
I'm just a
Well, we're watching a
bitch.
video that, after talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes,
Not.
that's absolutely what it was. It's not an assumption. The video,
That's how we say I love you in the Mo house. Hold. I love how she's like, no, it's completely normal for us. We always tell each other to F off. It's just how we do things. Hallmark, some people do use Hallmark or doing nice things for each other. We, say F off.
was there. We played it for you.
So you guys think that I intentionally,
You did.
It
You
doesn't
got up
matter
off
what
the couch
It doesn't
and
matter
walked
what
up
we
the couch,
think.
or walked up the stairs and got into bed. That was intentional. There's no
I
way
know,
getting
oh my
around
God.
that. You intentionally did that.
hell?
Nobody drug you up there. You didn't float up damn stairs.
okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that
It
that's what
could
I
be.
did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told
I
us
believe
that.
that
You didn't
she
go
is
upstairs?
not impaired at all during this. Oh my gosh. If this is her normal sober behavior, this woman needs some, well, maybe a muzzle. I'm just saying.
Again, there was a hole in a suitcase.
And this is where I saved you all. When I did my dramatical readings, I didn't get her pitch just right because it's enough to scare dogs and small children's. Oh my God. I well, you said it, not me.
I unzipped it from the
I am of the people that just learned that hombre is supposed to be said without the H. We order arroz con pollo, and we stick to that, and we will kill an entire thing of chips and salsa.
hole with one finger,
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
but he could push it open.
No, he
Did he?
couldn't.
I
The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
I tell
okay,
you, he
She
can't read.
makes a good point.
okay.
If
I-
someone
I-
can do something for themselves, they're gonna do
Oh,
it. They
I
don't.
love how Sarah's praying to give her strength because, she has to lay out for us dum-dums what happened. So let's go, Sarah.
Need
Lay it out
assistance,
for me.
unless they need assistance.
So, but why would he and start doing it?
Because he couldn't, because it was all the way
There you
zipped.
go.
Okay,
Didn't see it.
it wasn't. I intentionally didn't do it. That I intentionally did not do.
What's that? You didn't intentionally do what?
Zip it all the way. He nor I
Well, he's dead as a
lay
result of your
hands
action.
on each other.
He is dead as a result of
I
your
understand
action.
that.
Oh my goodness, the proper English we're using, and in the NFL case, we both started out with, Shakespearean stuff. I'm so excited. I feel smarter for having listened to this. Not really.
So,
That's why
You
this.
two didn't lay hands on each other.
No. No,
Just suitcases.
I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it
He
is.
does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
well,
Yeah, who knows where he got beaten up? It's not like
Where else
what
are
about
gonna
when
go?
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not fair?
really? Like,
It's
really?
the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
So
he
nothing
and I
happened to
have
you.
not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to
No.
jail for domestic?
Well, the one time I did.
Oh, really?
But
That's-
he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his. So I'm being portrayed as like this.
But it's her truth.
Abuser.
Her truth.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not
I
saying-
kind
So
of
I'm the one that's being portrayed as the abuser.
Because he
I have never dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it.
This
This,
is the famous
I don't know.
line.
So I don't know, like, what's going on, or like,
We are simply.
I know, I
trying to
feel
find
like I
out.
need to pull out my
Again,
SAT
We got one
prep
side of
book.
the story. You're telling us, we're going with what you're saying, but then we find stuff.
Listen, between Dominic and Sarah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. These bitches don't.
that negates what you're telling us.
and I don't even remember doing that.
Okay, will do.
You're telling us
I
that
usually
we're
just say
assuming
number
stuff, but
7, to
what
be
we're
honest
simply
with
doing is
y'all,
telling you
because
what we saw in the video and
I
repeating what
understand.
you told us.
butcher a
understand.
language
Because I don't remember
unintentionally.
that.
Okay? Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
So is the texting thing
These
something
cops
about me?
do the board cop ridiculous. Like, they are both on their last legs. Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon 4. I'm ready to retire and I'm done with this shit.
Like, what's,
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
No,
you guys are scaring me, so, like, I don't know, like, what.
These texts. What the fuck? How can we possibly explain any easier to this dum-dum what we're trying to figure out? God save us from midwits that think they're above half-wits, but they're really just no-lits.
What to expect. I mean, I had questions of things that need to be taken care of, like, I don't.
Oh my
What are
God,
your
her
questions?
questions.
I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying,
Yes.
I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you. And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not
Not
intentionally.
Intentionally.
Again,
I would never do that to George.
you did.
Not
It happened.
intentionally.
Simmer down, Sarah.
Know
Simmer
that.
down.
I don't.
Know that.
Oh, please
You
don't
got
yell
up.
at me.
And you went up to bed.
Alcohol is a shitty thing. It's
True.
alcohol.
So
Not,
alcohol
again.
is the reason that you killed him?
You all?
Please sit down.
Sit the hell down.
Please sit down.
You are
all
92
listen.
pounds of annoying. Be quiet.
I
Believe
did
that. I
not
cannot with this woman.
intentionally kill him.
Look at the
intention-
female.
I don't know what it is I
Power
need to
Jesus.
do, or how to do it, or what to say, or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Everything that I've done for George and love him.
I
and
did know.
continuously
I was on
helped
her
him throughout
Facebook
his
group
life
that was
with
like,
me,
George is
and made him a
such balls.
happier, better person.
And everybody has their limits.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody has their limits.
So it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm gonna snap. Is that what while we're in a good place
Well,
right
Listen, there are a lot of ways a woman can snap, and I fully contend that my snapped episode is going to start with an empty toilet bowl roll thing in the bathroom and an empty milk jug being put back in the refrigerator. I have tried to warn people. You have it on record. I have warned everyone.
now?
you did.
Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
This is what
I
it feels
love
like
the
when you're
F word.
choking me. This is what it feels like.
Which
when
was
you're
however long
choking
ago.
me.
You
The
said.
video was from last night.
Clearly,
So it wasn't
Still inside
that,
ya.
yeah.
Okay,
still
so
feeling
chat,
towards
do we
it.
think that she
You must
remembered
say
that
it
she
if you
took
didn't feel
these
it.
things, or she was
But I would never do
so
that.
blitzed she
But it
doesn't
happened,
remember?
and you did.
But you
But
did
that's
it.
after being playful.
Oh, well,
But no one's
And
I'm
laughing.
sorry,
having a good
broken
day.
No one's
baker.
laughing except you.
I would hate to
Everybody's
see a
having a
bad
good day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out to be a person that I'm not. Or will I ever be.
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People have different personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends. Well,
Because you're sober now, so
Yeah.
sober
No,
you.
she is not. She is
I
not
What
sober.
about drunk?
This woman is like functional drunk. And the only reason I know this is because my entire HOA is full of functional alcoholics. Except for me. I'm working on becoming. Just kidding. Yeah, so she is soberish. She had a little bit of hair of the dog, a little bit before she got in, and then some mouthwash right before.
You going?
not, it's both of us.
Yeah, quick.
It's
Do
both
we
of
know
us.
where Letitia
And it's,
Snout
again,
/ Maria
it's
Sanchez
not
was?
fair that
Maybe
you
she's
all are
totally
assuming that
totally
the marks that
innocent.
he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else.
He
I
either fell
have
off the
no
bike, he ran into a
idea.
door.
I swear I did not lay a hand on him.
Okay. You just zipped them
Well,
in the
I
bag.
Nor
believe
he.
her.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the
I
bag
love how
around
she's getting
several
pissed
times.
off. Like, why aren't you understanding? This is exactly what everyone leaves people in suitcases and falls asleep upstairs drunk.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No, why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did
did.
it.
You just
When he
said
was
that in the
upside
first
down.
hour.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down
Yeah.
because
Oh my
what
gosh.
you put the
See,
stuff
and that's
in
the
is where his
unfortunate.
body was.
That's
All right, we're gonna need a whiteboard. We're gonna need a whiteboard. We need to graph this out. She had something in there.
unfortunately too, if nobody else was there. That's the
We have a
unfortunate
video
thing.
showing the suitcase in several different positions.
Well, just
So,
remember to
it
rotate
shows
and
one,
baste
like she
every
just said,
hour.
It had to be on
Valhalla.
his back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on his back again, so you had to flip it
I'm
to there.
leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this.
Oh, I love how
I
she's
did
gonna leave
not
it.
intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was
No malicious content. You mean intent. But you're a little drunkish, so we'll let you go with that.
towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say,
disappointed
does
in
that
the
help you sleep? But you're not sleeping, so.
I mean,
Last night, I
the-
maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people like that. That's not like a common like,
no.
hey
Wait a
Scott,
minute.
fuck you. That's not common.
This
It's
is the
not something
best
people do.
part.
And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you
She
an
does.
opportunity, and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness.
I love this cop
towards
just because
that.
she said it is what it
I would
is.
probably be telling myself that too
My
after that
intent,
video.
my intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whichever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like, it's
Regardless.
that's not really fair.
Time. What is time? I mean, Albert Einstein, we're getting into quantum mechanics. Time is fluid. It's on a spectrum now. It could have been 5 minutes, 5 hours. I feel you, Sarah. I'm
I
with
was
you.
waiting for him. It's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs. No one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him.
Valhalla,
Who cares
do
if it's
not
5
Google,
minutes? Who cares if it's
do not
30
write down,
freaking
and do not
seconds?
videotape
He's
any of
begging
it.
for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
You leave them.
It doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind. It
This
doesn't
whole
matter.
thing, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, because there's this, so it doesn't matter anything what it is I say.
Okay,
it's gonna
guys, is she going to take the stand? Because I want her to be cross-examined about how this is not malicious content.
No difference whatsoever.
It's just, you're lying and like, you're now changing
Who's
your
lying
story.
about what?
Listen, Mads, my first dream job was to be an astronomer or to look at planets and all that stuff. And then I realized that it was 990% math. So that was out. Then I wanted to be a chemist and holy shit, more math. So I decided to be a stay-at-home mom of like 900 when I still have to do math now.
What?
You're now,
Math is just
you were
mean.
drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything was
Alcohol.
Ma'am, you just said you were blaming it on the alcohol. You cannot be drunk and then not drunk. This is not Schrodinger's drunkenness.
Put it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
Right. Okay. But you want to admit that you were drunk?
Yay.
I'm telling you
I am
all
smartish.
This has changed.
Now, I will never be as smart as Sarah or Dominique, but because I like checkers, to be honest with you. And with 6 children, I barely have time to have a linear thought.
Changed my life. I will take this. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that
So,
you
but what
did
are you?
leave them
Okay,
there.
just
You left them in there. You did trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that you left them in there.
this is not.
I love
You didn't leave
Uno.
them there.
It's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That it's.
He's dead. It's
But I wanted to be cool. Damn it, Sarah.
But you think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did
Don't
that
take
intentionally.
drinks
You
when I'm
intentionally left them in there
streaming.
and left the room. You went upstairs
I will
to
not be
the room.
responsible.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
I'm
Because
telling
I'm
you,
thinking he's gonna get out.
broken between Dominique and this woman, the percentage and ratio of vodka to drink might be a little bit skewed.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging, saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that though, but you have to,
Please
y'all
let me out. I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George though. Like that. Again, I thought it was the boy crying wolf. So it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, I can't breathe, are you gonna open it, or is he 9, so he's not,
Really?
it's not a big deal.
The attitude she gives about it, again, the ability to get on a high horse, to scramble on up there, when you have a dead boyfriend in a suitcase, that is the kind of interesting human dynamic because, like I said, if I had 1/10 of her self-importance and self-assurance, I would be the empress of the world. And it would be bad. It would be terrible. That is why God gave me shame. He made me a recovering Catholic because if I had too much self-confidence, the world would be a scary place.
Question.
Oh, you said you would never put your son in a suitcase. You would only put George in there.
Correction. She actually did put her son in a suitcase. Now, she did get interviewed by that. I think she put it up on Facebook too, because of course this woman did. And I believe she got investigated by CPS. She is simultaneously blaming it on the alcohol and not blaming it on the alcohol. And we don't know George. George was always bitching about something. Like being left in a suitcase, being punched and strangled. The man never stopped whining. And
No,
I'm going to get a
George got the
sarcasm
suitcase.
sign just
And you zipped it up.
in case people
Not
come
all
halfway
the
through.
way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. But you keep going away from it.
I don't know.
but That's exactly what happened. You went up to bed, woke up the next
Are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's
There you go,
not
Sarah.
true.
Fight for your justice.
I'm basically stating as a fact because that's what happened.
Okay.
You videotaped him asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what,
I love
guys?
how she
So
just
what?
shrugs
Like,
it off like, he's always asking me for, the ability to breathe and, me not to strangle him. I mean, he just never stops. Yeah, really. If only her and Letitia had met earlier,
just, I don't know what you want me to say.
she could be in the
Other
suitcase.
than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what
Listening
or
is-
how I can say it. I
Female
love
cop
George.
is done.
Love him.
Just done.
To this day still. Love him.
Ma'am, it has been less than 24 hours. I would hope that you still somewhat cared about him. Still. I mean, not enough to unzip him, but, I would hope if within 24 hours you wouldn't have been on Tinder. Allegedly, maybe.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still
As a
not
boy
giving
mom,
up
this
on him.
woman scares me.
I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him.
This female cop, like, I would do anything for him except get him out of a suitcase. Church lady. Isn't that special? She is stunned that they haven't realized the awesomeness that she did for George.
We're simply just trying to go through, I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to. This was
I
such
love it. He
a
said
lasting
churched up.
matter that
It was fun.
Come on. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Joe Dirt, but funniest effing movie ever. I love it. I have a tank top. Joe Dirt is awesome.
Not by that
All
video.
day, all
Not by
day.
that video, that
All
part
day.
wasn't. Anybody looking at it doesn't, I don't think anybody would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me.
Nope.
Would do something like that, especially.
Ma'am, we have the pleasure of not knowing you. I have read all of your letters, and I'm kind of okay not knowing you because I've read your letters and you are a shining ray of CUNT. Well, use hand sanitizer and soap. That's actually a really great song. I love me some Meatloaf. I love him. And then it took me until I actually read the lyrics to figure out what he wouldn't do because I was always very confused, but now I get it. Oh, that's right. Sorry. It has been a day. Like I said, my eyes nearly
having
detached
a
from
9-year-old
rolling
son.
so hard with Dominique.
Like,
Having a
why-
9-year-old son would be.
Like,
Why are you so like caught on what we think
Yeah.
when
because
you should be
it's
more
like
concerned about what you've told us?
It's because
And
what
She
you
doesn't
guys are
realize
trying.
she's not walking
The
out of
things
there.
that the video shows that are opposite of what you told us, and then what you've now
Like,
told
what
us
is
here
opposite?
today. Well, you said that it was funny, and you're the only one laughing.
We were playing before that.
Okay.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun,
Well,
because you're screaming at him, he's
I'm
begging
not
to get
screaming
out.
at him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sounds
You're
like
just
screaming at me.
you're
I don't
slurring
know
at
what
him
you
then.
want me to tell you. In no way, shape, or form was this intentional. At all. Ever.
Are
You're
you still
free to
gonna
go,
allow us
Sarah.
to
Very
do your
good.
fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna get that set up. Do you need any more water?
No, but when you come back and I ask about this,
Oh,
Yep.
oh Lord, your notepad.
so what?
Just don't understand.
So it
I don't
wasn't.
understand how your story changes so much to the
How
fact
is
that.
it changing? Please help me explain, understand.
You
Listen,
went on about how.
Y'all are my people. People that process trauma through dark humor are my people.
this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing. And it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing
That's-
matter.
yeah.
He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You absolutely sound serious.
I
When you're
didn't think
answering
so.
them.
Like, just,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
You guys, fast forward to the trial. We are going to hear. Well, my tone was actually joking. I just always say "f you," and if you listen to my voice regularly, I kind of sound bitchy as a normal tone. So that was my happy tone.
it's, okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was a great day.
Okay.
It didn't end well,
Oh, yeah.
I was
obviously.
gonna say that's,
My
I mean,
God. We had a great
I
date.
can't
It
explain
just
to you-
didn't
I can't
end
explain
well.
to you how horrific it was
okay,
to find him. Horrific. Because I don't remember taking those videos.
okay.
How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm thinking he's downstairs in the laptop. I can't find him.
George being the quietest he's ever been, and she's like, I don't know. I thought he was playing hide and seek again.
So what's gonna happen? Like,
Here's what gets me though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you.
I
How
just
does
said
someone
that
have their
too.
wits about them when,
See, that's the
they
thing
have all
too.
this
But
stuff?
you can clearly tell. You can
So
clearly
she's
tell
drunk and
that
not
I
drunk,
had been
but
drinking some.
drunkish.
You can clearly tell.
I had several people
Yes.
that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis.
Oh
and you
my
were screaming at
gosh.
him
Right,
regularly.
right.
Those
Really?
mean old
Right.
neighbors
Talk to the
noticing
property
my
manager.
drunkenness.
Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
Because it's
Yeah, the
not.
property
These are your
manager
neighbors,
is the one that
live next
said
to you. Your
that.
property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day.
Y'all are my people.
How many,
Oh
you
my
had two neighbors you
gosh.
went to and asked to go
See,
use the
that is
restroom.
just
and
not
they said,
fair.
No, hold on. You had two different neighbors that lived directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go
Oh,
across the way to somebody else.
no, okay. Kim and Eli,
Let's hear
Kim
about
is not a
Kim.
nice person. She's
Okay.
just automatically not nice. Even after me and Lucas went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person.
Then why would you think she would let you use a restroom?
Because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes.
Okay. Kim must have seen her have a wardrobe malfunction with Eli, and Kim is not having it. Drunk people, no. You will not come into my house. I will give you a bottle of water, and you can stay the hell out of my house.
Which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street.
So Kim and Eli apparently are the kind of next door neighbors of their apartment, like their townhouse. And since she couldn't go into her apartment the day before when they were doing the processing the scene, she basically had to talk to them to see if they would let her use the restroom. And they were like, hell no, we do not want to get involved in your shenanigans. So she had to go, I think, to the business manager or office manager to get somewhere to use the restroom.
Down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
This detective.
I wouldn't let somebody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the
Really?
downstairs one is for.
If it's somebody you like, would you? Or somebody you knew?
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and there's stuff in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way, no problem. And of course they let me in.
Of
Them and
course.
them, they're together. They're families. And nonetheless,
No
what you really
problem.
want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he
This is the most
is over here illegally.
CUNT.
So he's trying to work on getting his green card.
What does that got?
This ish has the nerve to talk about the legal status of one of her neighbors like she's being a kind, gracious, and benevolent person by saying, well, I don't want to say this, but he's kind of illegal, but he's working on his green card. You
Nothing
absolute
to do with you using the restroom.
boil
let me
on the
involved.
taint of humanity.
Users, you had users.
No, I was asking last night, because, I mean, we had several different,
So basically what they're asking is, why is it that none of your neighbors want you in their house? Is it because you've been a belligerent nonstop drunk for the last year? You've had knockdown, drag out fights with Jorge, George, you know, they just observed that none of the neighbors really wanted to help a Sarah out. So the detective is just kind of commenting on, like, if you're such a good, upstanding, accelerated person, why is it that none of your neighbors want to let you use the restroom?
people in the
Assuming
neighborhood come
that
up saying
Eli
that
and
she
Kim,
was drunk on a regular basis.
Eli and Kim, okay. Did you ask Vinny next door?
Those are the ones next door that she asked.
And they have talked to the office manager or the property manager, and she has had numerous like noise complaints with them doing knockdown, drag out fights. She finally had to have a come to Jesus with them because they were just drunk off their asses. Sorry, Mr. Mo is doing construction. This summer is going to be absolute S show, and I am here for it because I'm here. But they're just basically going through and saying, look, we have talked to other people. You are repeatedly drunk. Your ex says that you're always drunk. Just confess to being a freaking drunk, wino.
Use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no. And like
I may
said,
not be
she's
the most
not a nice
easy
person.
or reliable narrator.
Yep.
Oh, God. That's it. We're having a parody off. We need to get
And you don't have
Weird
to
Al.
allow us to do it, just so you know, so don't think that it's.
I don't have a
forcing you.
problem.
Okay. Just make sure.
So, am I getting my phone back?
No.
Not today.
What about Lucas's laptop?
Not today.
Mom,
What does that mean?
Okay.
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do our
fine.
due diligence that we go through everything.
Yes, Mr. Mo, like I said, our house is awesome. It was built for 7 children, but it is state of the art 1971. So we've been systematically going through and pulling down the paneling, and I think they put like an inch or less of, they half-assed the insulation. So he's going in and we have to put all of this stuff in there. I don't know. He could explain it, but we have to put all sorts of stuff in there. So he's probably putting up drywall right now. Yeah, she definitely does think she's going home.
And that backfires on me now too, because now
Oh,
you
that
all think that I
backfires on
had
you.
even
Well, I'm
more
glad you are
intent
worried.
to do what I did to him, which was not intentional.
Intent.
In that,
Air quotes makes it all
is
right.
that correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not gonna
We're not
agree to
making
anything that
assumptions.
you're saying, I'm not, that you're.
Do you know what our lot number is?
So his probation officer,
375.
do you all inform her or do I need to call her?
We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's still on probation?
No, but it's because of the nice lady that she is and all that she's done for him. I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents. And we
Yes,
don't
I'm
put-
sure she'd like to hear from his alleged murderer, how good she, about the murder. I know. I shouldn't like it so much. I feel like a bad person, but I don't,
like,
at this point, I don't
we don't-
care.
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was, so no, I wouldn't go.
So the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Classes. You need to do what?
Substance abuse class and his battery.
Yeah, his
intervention.
AA parents, people are going to definitely want to.
Yeah, we
Something
don't
else
hear
I
about.
just wanted to ask. So, other than this, so initially.
Other than the
what
video
was
showing
the
me
cause of death?
taunting him.
She is still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing some other tests that she's got to do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been because of him being in the suitcase?
Yes.
Or
That's
y'all are
what
saying
she-
that I
that's what-
physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did
Oh.
he touch me.
Yeah, well, the working theory is you put
I'm
him
leaving it at
down the
that.
suitcase or down the staircase and/or used a bat while he
Um,
was in the suitcase.
so I don't know if you all know how to do this because so that's what I was gonna ask you. So are you all updating his parents today or when you get final whatever?
What does it matter? Why?
This
What we
woman.
tell his parents, what do you mean?
Because
We're gonna talk with them.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
I have to.
but it's gonna come
like,
down to me.
what-
Okay, you know what? No, I'm sorry. This woman, these cops have to go tell his family that he died in a horrific way. And this woman's like, well, but what about me? I mean, just directly into the sun, ma'am,
what do you
allegedly.
mean?
Like, so it's being put on me.
Who said that?
No shit,
But I'm
Sherlock.
not, so what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's
scratch,
the
and
thing, here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of.
Honest to God, and I mean this from personal experience, you don't hear anything after that. I mean, you really don't. Now, I go into like planning mode and I shut down, but you really don't hear. And honestly, for the first year after someone very close to you passes away, that year is a complete write off. So, this woman making it about her again, like all of the spider webs all over my body, just duh. It's a
conversation.
shiver of contempt. It's a contempt
It's
shiver.
not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Ma'am, you are
Yeah,
drunk. You don't even know
yesterday.
what damn day it is.
We met you yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Right? Did we not meet yesterday?
It's a valid question.
Really? Yes,
How
on
the
Monday.
hell are you going to be a smartass when you're the one doesn't know the day? You know what? These detectives, because I would, oh, believe me, like the filth I would read her for,
Okay.
Okay.
the side eye that would just start twitching.
Got it.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I asked you guys or how I find this out other than talking to his parents, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea to
How
talk to
do
his
you guys
parents.
suggest me finding out about funeral?
Ma'am, you are not going anywhere effing near the funeral. Ugh.
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we ask. We have no way of.
I didn't know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It'll
So,
be up to them to make their arrangements of what they want to do. Like she just told you, just quick, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager that they have not even.
I know, they're
considered
just
what
like,
they're gonna do.
make her think that she's getting
My
out of
Body
there.
can't even be released, so.
I've been there with parents, grandparents, aunt and uncles.
Oh, shut the
Um,
hell up. You are not an expert in mortuariness now. F all the it is past 2 hours. Fuck all the way off to the sun, back again, and then have to watch all the Sharknado movies all the way. Like you know about
So,
funerology.
I don't know
I'm
if I
done
have the
with
right
you.
to or not, but like I
And
was
yes, I
gonna
know
call
funerology
his
isn't a term, but
former
she's going to use it
employees
next
whom he
week
really cared for and let
in
them
our
know.
next letter.
You can call whoever you want.
I just don't wanna do something that I'm not supposed to. How do I go about getting his, wedding ring, engagement ring?
Y'all, this is where my body might have actually left my soul the first time, or my soul actually left my body the first time I watched this. The amount of, I guess, secondhand cringe and audacity of this woman, I was outside my body looking at this scene thinking, this can't, this is an SNL skit. This woman cannot be for cereals, but she is in fact for cereals.
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then we
It'll
can,
be released to
oh,
the
to the
next
family.
of kin.
Yeah, okay.
I bought it for him.
No, ma'am, you did not. Your ex-husband bought your current boyfriend, well, your former boyfriend, your late boyfriend's ring.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them, they're the ones that are gonna release it, we don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back.
Well, as long as we are worried about the important things.
So for all of this, like, how do I find out what's what, and how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swabs of stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to
FDLE?
daily Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They do their testing.
So, and then like whatever white can with blood and necktie with blood was from the suitcase.
Correct.
Why would you guys, oh, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat. For
Yeah, I
Lucas.
can't imagine why they're looking for the
see.
baseball bat,
And
Sarah.
this is just his phone, my phone, and then the laptop.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we are very early in this investigation, and it's not an
So-
overnight process, unfortunately.
So what's next?
They're gonna come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about like in the long run, like what do I need, like, do I need to be doing something or like,
I
Well,
can't
you'll
tell
be
you.
writing a lot of letters.
I mean, like, so like for, like, I don't
I
understand,
guess
like,
so.
if
I
you
don't
guys
know
are
what
just
I
gonna,
am
like,
yet. Although I can tell
because it
you,
makes it
today
sound
was
like
not
to
the day to
me,
give up
like,
carbs.
I'm being
These
accused
two
of
women
something
make
that
me
was
want to eat
not
like an entire
intentional.
sleeve of bagels.
I'm being accused of it,
Mhm.
and a handful of other things that I'm being accused of.
Okay.
So I
She's
don't
being
want to
accused
be at
of?
home with Lucas and you guys show up.
Now this ish is a terrible wife, but and I can kind of forgive ish that because marriage is hard or whatever when you're a drunk cheating hoe bag, but you continually pawned your son off, all the time because you were drunk or you couldn't handle it or you were hungover. So don't you sit here and tell the cops to, respect your parentalness. They do. They do. But Sarah right here is worrying that because she is under the impression that she is going home, that if they should decide to, need to speak to her or arrest her, they're going to traumatize her son because she's going to go live with ex-husband. Now, if ex-husband was smart, he would lock the doors.
I understand that.
So,
We're still investigating. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
so is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is, kind of thing, or like, because I've done the whole court thing, I've done the whole attorney thing, I've done whatever, so if I'm not admitting
She's a realtor
anything
slash
about
lawyer
being
too.
intentional, and I
It must be a
killed
Florida
George.
thing. Like barely graduate high school.
That's not the situation, but it's trying to be pinned on me. That was not my intent,
I love that it's like
but
they're
it's
pinning it
trying to
on
be
me.
pinned on me. So however, or whatever it is I need to do, and
So it goes OJ, Dominique, and Sarah. They're all trying to pin this vast right-wing conspiracy or whatever kind of conspiracy. They went behind Sarah after she passed out and did a double lock on the suitcase.
in order for that to be proven, then I need to
Prove
do
it,
so,
ma'am,
which is
you
why
have-
I'm trying to get my ducks in a row. So that's why I'm
Ma'am,
asking
your
what the
ducks
next
are
step is, other
drunk.
than getting my nails blocked.
Thor, I cannot with you people.
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that
Best
what
line
you're asking?
ever.
I don't know what you.
I'm
want.
trying to prepare myself for whatever may need to be done, so I can, I guess,
wouldn't-
stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to frame her.
I just don't want you guys to, again,
Would you,
show
for
up
the
and
love of
Lucas is in the house.
Cheetos and all that is holy. I love you very much
Well, we
too.
did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's gonna change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what?
Ma'am, you're not
Matter
going
what?
back
Me
home.
just not show up back home. That's what, oh, he's so happy that I'm staying over at the house.
You know what?
Right?
That will
So
never
happy.
not be not funny.
And I'm not going back to the house, to my house, for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Mhm.
Please let Dr. Beverly Lewis be her expert witness. I need this in my life. 2023, you know, the end of Dominique's cross-examination did not end in an epic rap battle. And 2023, you're kind of disappointing me.
And again, if you don't mind me asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that
It's
what
what
you're
we
gonna
call
tell them?
incriminating.
Like his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
I don't think it really matters what we're gonna tell the parents.
Oh yeah, it is, it's fuel to the fire.
Ma'am, no one
Well, we
gives
can't
two craps
hide
what happens to you right now.
and I don't know.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
love you
saying
very
we're
much.
gonna
You are, in
go.
fact,
I'm not saying that we're gonna go
giant
and tell them
baby.
every single thing we have. But again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, that's public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not,
Matters, honey.
you're making it sound like
It's
we're
a
gonna tell them
requirement now.
something, so then your life is in danger, and
Yeah.
I don't like that accusation. So, let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well,
Ooh.
that's what's going to happen.
Oh no. Lady lawyer's like,
cannot-
F
But
right
not
now.
What are we gonna
choose-
tell them?
But we can't even, but so technically there's no concrete report yet even.
Right, so,
So it's,
you want me to like
some
tell
sort
you
of
exactly what I'm
some
gonna
sort
tell
of
them? I don't know what I'm
respect
gonna tell
that I
them. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
Oh my
So-
gosh. She's
That's
like,
what they're dealing
I'm
with.
Can I
That's
do,
done.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
no. No
Yeah,
one
my
gives
phone
two
is the
craps
bottom
what you
line.
do anymore. And sir, you are standing right next to her with your gun facing towards her. If she was not an insane, a very unbright people.
I get it. Look, I get it.
It's Florida.
That looks really bad.
No shit.
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life,
Well, you're going to have to plan on how
It
to
was not
detox in
intentional.
prison.
I promise you,
No, sir.
on Lucas's life, it was not intentional.
You better keep your son out of this.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true
Between
statement, what
cats
would
and
not. I mean,
children.
you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Yeah, she really,
I hope you take
she
that to
promised
heart.
on her son's
Please.
life that it was totally not for cereal.
And it's documented that you said that, yeah, I get it.
These cops are done. That is straight ass vodka
Do
in
you have
that
any
shot
idea when I can
glass.
get my phone back?
You tell them.
What are you on level 433
Well,
of
I mean,
Candy Crush?
Our digital forensics unit is, got a lot of cases on their plate. I mean,
Well, and that's not
Just goes
technically my
on.
laptop, it's Lucas's laptop.
Okay.
But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
Ma'am,
as soon as we
I
can
need
get
you to
that
quit
back release,
now.
we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. But it doesn't, we have no way of being able to tell
Sir.
you because we don't have control over their caseload and how they arrange what
what's
they
wrong
do.
with you?
So I don't know. And at this point, I think honestly, with everything else that's going on, that should probably be at the bottom of your list of worries.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Your worries are whether you get affiliated with anyone in prison, let's be
Did
honest.
Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, that he doesn't want him using it or
Ma'am,
breaking
you
or
don't
dropping.
care one iota about your son. I am going to speed it up just a little bit because it looks like Mr. Mo is
It's not a big deal. There's nothing
is
on our
about done
account
with the
to do.
children at the moment. And we're gonna go to where they tell her to stand up because you have the woman come in to scrape her nails, and they're basically just sitting there. We'll go 2-5. You can come over so they can see that you really do exist. Oh my God, you're ridiculous. Never mind, I put him in a suitcase. He's still there. But I left finger space, so I'm pretty good, right?
Ridiculous.
I am always ridiculous. You'll have to see he's tall. We have to find a really big suitcase. Because she's stupid. She went full stupid. What did we say we were going to let them do? I don't care at this point. Yeah, look, my next wish list will be. Well, when we got together, I had the 3 girls. Thank you. Yes, I keep him. Well, also, I'll remember. I'm only halfway through the Joel Guy Jr. Trial, so there's nothing like basting in muriatic acid, allegedly. I like how she is just like, I am going home today, thinking about probably, thinking about going to the liquor store. She is like, I'm going to get a vape pen because it's Florida. See, he does exist. Or is that a male model that I paid? Yes. You guys, I will be done in like 10 minutes. Oh, right. Well, I am what we call a non-legal. I am the Lionel Hutz of the internets. So I only fake know what I'm doing. All right, come on, sir. We are just waiting for where you tell her to stand up.
Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go. Okay.
This is the best part.
Oh, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we talked about today?
Yes.
Yes.
He has to swear.
He wears
Remember I
many
swore you yesterday
hats
on the-
because
on
I
the audio
am
recording?
all the
I just forgot,
crazies.
so he raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which
True and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you've said
Everything you
today, everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct.
She's confused, like, I'm not free to go. I don't
That's
understand
Anytime we talk to
why.
somebody, we want to assure that everything that we talked about is
True and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
it's not a trick question.
To the best of my knowledge.
It is a trick question,
Everything that
Sarah.
you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay, good. We got that down. Not intentional.
Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall.
Again, he is
Find
still
your back.
wearing
Do you have
his
anything in your
firearm.
pockets
I
that
am
should know about?
completely upset about this.
Why is this happening?
Why did
Because
you
yours
get me
is dead.
Dead Sea mud? Why are you giving?
Not
Gunner,
intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
y'all, I cannot. Can I just finish
Someone
this
needs
for
to
5
call Brian,
seconds?
please. Okay, or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call.
Y'all,
We can get you back to
my
the jail.
my Amazon wish
So
list
why
now
is it
includes
happening?
several
So this was a trick.
suitcases
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
no.
How
and a
was it
panic
trick?
room.
So,
I put you in here to ask you to explain a few things to us, and
You were read your rights.
your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
intentionally.
This is unfair.
It's still there.
The female officer's face. Her face is all caps now. I love how Sarah is just confused. Like, how?
So
Why?
if I didn't show up. Why is
You're
this
trying-
happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave,
when
that I was done after that.
we were done, yes, we were done. Absolutely,
So now, so that's what it is.
we are done.
I know. It's so rude of them.
Not intentional.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do now?
Well, you'll be going to jail.
We'll-
Someone needs to call Brian. Lucas is waiting for mom to come home.
Shut my door,
This was
please.
not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas. Now he's just not gonna have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
No,
They're
There's nothing
arguing.
that I can do in order to go home and see Lucas. and
There's a
prepare.
sprinkler. I don't know.
you'll be afforded a time in court, you'll be.
You know,
afforded an
sometimes
attorney, you'll be
I'm
afforded,
okay with
chance to
going back
talk
to the
a
whole
judge,
80s mom. You know,
all
I
the
have a
stuff we
Virginia
But what's the
Slim.
time frame for that though?
And
I put on my
I tell you, you
stories
should
and I
make
let
first
God
arrest by
handle it.
tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending how things are busy, how quickly you get down.
It's
there.
not like this is being recorded or anything.
I had
I
a
don't
sneaky
work in
suspicion
there.
this was gonna happen. And I need water like really bad, please.
I guess her when she gets upset, she gets cotton mouth real bad.
You all tricked me down here.
Absolutely did not.
They lied to me.
I just got those.
The real crime here is that they took her cigarette pack
So I
that she
can't
just got.
go.
Yeah, those things are hella expensive.
You got grandma's scooter.
Okay, very good.
And what am I supposed to do with my car?
So you find where it is. When you get down there, you'll have free phones, you'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down there, get booked in, you'll be able to, use a phone in the waiting
Or
area.
how long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
Yeah, no, it depends how
Your
quickly-
ex-husband
how
does
quickly
not
they
want to
get
talk
through.
to you, ma'am.
I would say within the hour.
He's probably like, yes, you can take her. We're
Free phone
good.
call
Yeah.
in the lobby, it's a free
All
phone
I'm doing
call.
is bringing you there, sign
Yep.
the paper, and you're all good.
She has no clue.
So can I ask you, or whoever it is,
Is she really asking for the jail's manager?
those holding cells, the holding cells, am I gonna be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the big bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the big bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as like he's saying, is if you don't
If you
act up,
go in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in
Sir.
the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm
Those
just
are
letting you know
LED
that's what
lights.
happens.
They are not
That's
for
how
you.
They weed people out. If
All
you
of
go in
it.
acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, because the last time I had a major panic attack in the building.
let them know.
Yes,
Good, Shanna.
all of you do
I
not
have not
go
So what
near.
am I gonna do with my purse? Oh, sorry.
Your purse is gonna come, but the cigarettes and stuff can't, so.
I put the lock up too. My bad.
Oh, no, it's all good. Mine are the opposite, so.
What made you all decide to do this?
What made you all decide to do this?
George is dead.
You guys, I knew this was gonna happen.
You did?
Then why did you
Well, we
come?
did.
Willingly.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Unintentionally.
Intentional or not, George is dead.
She better get a prison tat that says unintentionally, no regrets.
You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I have my, I don't know if it's able to be or not.
I apologize.
I have things in my car that I need to.
What kind of stuff do you have in your car?
Okay, well, we'll get your lip
Well,
gloss
I
and
have
get back to you.
my medication.
Okay, they have a pharmacy there, so if there's something that you have to have right away, you'll be seeing a nurse.
It's panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get checked in, you're gonna be seeing a nurse, and that they have a
It's
pharmacy there,
alleged.
so they'll be able to take care of any kind of that stuff. That protocol is out of my realm. I don't work down there, so I don't know, but I do know they do have a pharmacy, and that you will be afforded to see somebody. Okay?
All right, let's get to the perp walk is here, or I guess they missed it. All shenanigans are breaking out at my house, so I am going to end this fairly abruptly. I had a fun time. Hopefully tomorrow I will get back to Joel Guy Jr. or we'll watch the NFL Cluster F. Okay, well, there you go. Mystery solved. Calculus not needed. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will be back tomorrow, probably, hopefully, unless unless all of the children and the cats. Grandma gave them paint. I can't. Bye, guys.